Hi everybody, TJ Mac Vintage Cards here. Tonight I'm doing something a little different than my normal card profiles. This is a picture I showed in one of my earlier videos when I was showing my card room, and I wanted to talk more about this tonight. This is probably the most special piece I have in my collection for personal reasons because it just means a lot to my family. This is Archie Wilson, and he played for the New York Yankees in 1951 and 1952. Very short stints, never played a full season with them. He was actually a very good minor league player. He's in the International League Hall of Fame, and he was a 1951 MVP for the Buffalo Bisons. So, anyway, he's a relative through marriage to my wife's great aunt. Um, and he knew my father-in-law and my wife's uncle when they were kids. He actually used to come over to their house and visit with them. And what's really neat about this is that he played for the New York Yankees, and in 1951, his roommate was Mickey Mantle. So one day when he walked into his room, Mickey Mantle was sitting on one of the only beds in the room. And when he saw Archie Wilson, he stepped off the bed and said, "Mr. Wilson, sir, you can have the bed. I'll sleep on the cot." Mickey respected his elders, and he was also a veteran, so he wanted to give him the bed. And Archie later commented that Mantle was probably the worst defensive shortstop he ever saw, because that's what Mantle came up as. But when they moved him to the outfield and he saw him hit, he knew he could do anything and just had the utmost respect for him. And he said after he saw him hit that Mantle should have the bed and he should take the cot. The other thing with this is Jane Levy in her book The Last Boy spoke about when Mantle got promoted, or I'm sorry, when DiMaggio announced his retirement and Mantle was going to be really the heir apparent to being the greatest Yankee. He said that Mantle got so nervous when the press would come to the hotel that Archie would stand in front of Mantle and Mantle would hide behind his back. And this was documented in the book by Sybil, who was Archie Wilson's wife. So just going on with this piece, in 1952 during spring training, my wife's uncle wrote a letter to Archie at spring training, and the Yankees would do their spring training at the Sereno Hotel in St. Petersburg, Florida. And on here, he got a response from him with the signatures from all the guys that were there that day in the locker room. So you can see a lot of different names on here. Here's Gil McDougall, Mickey Mantle, Bob Serve. There's Phil Rizzuto, Casey Stengel, Johnny Sane, Yogi Berra. There's Johnny Mize, Ralph Houck. So just a lot of the players. The only ones that I know aren't on here are Bill Dickey, who was a coach, and Billy Martin. And what's really cool about this piece is that it's in beautiful condition. My uncle had kept it in a safe for pretty much ever since he had gotten it. And it never really saw the light of day until I took it out to have it framed. So you can see it looks like it was written just yesterday. And it's got great provenance with the hotel on there. And I also have this envelope. I just covered the address up on it, just out of respect to whoever currently lives at that house. The item's not there, but just thought I should do that. Here's the postmark. And then over here is the picture that I showed you. And then here's the letter. It says, "Dear Glenn and Jack, thank you for your letter and interest. I have the pictures that are in the magazine. Rather, Sybil has it. I think he meant, no, I do not have the pictures." And then it says, "Here's your autograph, Glenn. They should be like your brothers, maybe a little bit different, but very not much. Some of the guys aren't always around to sign." And then it says, "Thanks again. Sincerely, Archie Wilson." And it says, "Don't tell your pals about this autograph business, as it's very difficult to get all the signatures, okay?" So again, establishes provenance for the signatures, which I think is this is just a great item. And then down here you have a picture of the Yankees World Champions team that I put in here. Even though Archie wasn't on the team, he was already traded by that time. He played for the Red Sox and the Washington Senators in 1952. He got traded probably shortly after that was signed. And then here's the patch from the World Series that year. It's a replica patch. And then here's the 50th anniversary patch from 1952. And then this is the same patch that's in the picture. You can see it on the player's sleeves. So again, this is a very special item to me. My wife's uncle had just recently passed away a few weeks ago, and this is something that we're going to treasure as a family for many years to come, and just wanted to pay tribute to him as well. He was a great guy, a very kind, good-hearted person, and we're just very grateful that he chose us to take this item and ensure that it's in good hands, and this will be handed down even long after I'm gone. So hope you appreciate this video, and everybody have a great night.